Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The League of Amazing Adventurers here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Before we get started, a few announcements. Number one, other programs on the channel. On Friday, we have our Spelljammer campaign, The Astral Calling. Come and watch this week as our party makes their way towards a Fey Flora research lab to collect a power source for a ship that will hopefully get them off of the planet they've become stranded on before a sun collapses.
Yay!
Are we doing like a Fallout fetch quest? Like going through
Basically.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Grab all the things, like all the parts.
They're going to get to see some cool stuff, including some unique creatures that I will either be putting out onto Twitter as PF2 and D&D stat blocks before or after the stream. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If I do it before or after, who knows? Either way,
I would do it after.
they're really
That way
cool.
People can't bet a game.
I mean, who would do it in that group?
I don't know.
Oh, but chat might.
That's fair. But yeah, so we got all that stuff going on. Then Saturday, Salt and Sorcery continues. Watch Chad probably destroy Crystal Calf, Matt, and myself. Then on Sunday, Stardew Sunday Extended Edition. I'm playing through Stardew Sunday. I'm playing through the Extended mod. We're going for perfection. It's relaxing. Come and hang out. Then Monday, Strike the Thousands AP. Matt runs that. What are we doing next week, Matt?
Next week, they will be gripped by a sudden need to cross a river.
Oh.
There might be an encounter. There might be a discussion. There might be, those horrible little worms that swim up. You know what? Never mind.
All right. But
Swim up your what, Matthew?
Let's
Swim up your
introduce
Leg.
people. Let's introduce people, move right along from that. We have, of course, joining us our cast of characters tonight. We have Cassandra, played by Abby of Abby's World's the Stage. Say hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Guess who's back and worse than ever? Let's go.
Hey.
Me when I'm
then,
alive.
Of course, someone who is back again. Tell your friends. We have Cooper playing Lynx. Say hi, Cooper.
I just work here.
You do. That was a really good picture.
Thanks.
Cute.
That was a really good picture. Speaking of someone who does really good pictures, because they often draw them and are generally very photogenic, you have McKenna.
I knew it was going to be me.
I think you're photogenic,
You're photogenic, Matthew.
I actually need to shave.
I'm McKenna Raytynan of McKenna Ray Art on all the socials. Just posted a TikTok. And I'm calling out members of this here Zoom call, and I'm not saying which ones.
Probably
So
me.
have fun
It's probably
guessing.
me. It's probably me.
It might be. I don't think it's you, but it could be.
Then, of course, we have someone else who is very photogenic, especially when they were standing in front of a giant spider with me. Matt, playing Garl.
I am distantly related to William Wallace through my mother's side.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
And
Ooh.
last but not least, there is me, William Banner, soon to be replaced by AI.
God, I
Everyone,
wish that were
keep
me.
an eye on
Keep
his.
believing shit you read on Twitter, maybe.
Keep a look at his hands. If he ends up with more than a few fingers, we know it's already happened.
God.
I'm a normal human. I like
am a
my
normal
skin.
human.
Hi, normal human. Hi,
Hello,
normal
William.
human.
Are you also enjoying having skin today?
Just
I
imagine.
love my skin. Thank you for asking.
Just imagine the Terminators of the future. Roll for initiative.
You have contracted a virus. I am the dead.
But yeah,
Stepping
so
into 2020 got me like.
Tabletop Rolls on all the socials.
God.
Follow us. Go and watch on YouTube The Astral Calling at Tabletop Rolls' YouTube channel. All the episodes are up. It's the only
Yay!
series that's fully caught up.
The Astral Calling is calling your ass to watch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abby, I honestly think you would enjoy watching it too. Check it out.
Me too.
You're probably right.
Because McKenna's character is great, Rose's character is great, Maya's character is great, Chad's character is great, Matt's character is great. They're all great.
Is there?
They are kind of characters that I think, like, if you selected a character from multiple franchises that would be Abby's favorite and put them in a party together, that's kind of the Spelljammer party.
Aww.
Hell yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
It's sweet. I love that party.
It's a really good party, and they survived an attack from a dragon. So, you know, they're doing well.
Well, we ran away from
Well,
the dragon.
a space dragon even, Abby.
Space dragon?
A spagon.
A spagon.
Space!
But before we get into the show, those are all of our announcements. You know what time it is. It's time for us to roll the intro and for us to watch McKenna's TikTok while we do so. And we will see you with the recap shortly. Last time on the League of Amazing Adventurers, our party ended off their downtime. We're finally getting back into real time. And by doing so, they ended it off on a few notes. Number one being that some Lord of Light missionaries came to Lynx's door. Lynx, deciding to follow them around, discovered that the Lord of Light had acquired a church in the city, and they were having a big old open house. Now, the party, knowing what they know about the Lord of Light and how sketchy this religious organization is, decided to take a little bit of time to investigate them. While they were doing so, they went to this big church open house. It was crazy. The churchyard was decorated, there were games, there was cornhole, there was ice cream, and everyone seemed to be like having a really good time. However, a number of the people there seemed to have been possessed by celestials with that like little celestial glow in their eyes.
It was not comfortable.
Deciding to look into this, they figured out that it was the ice cream that was doing it. It was laced with something. So, our party decided to go into the church to investigate. They found the kitchen area, where they discovered that the ice cream had been mixed with a item called angel dust, which
No association
to the drug. I did this without knowing. I named this without knowing it, and it's too canon to go back now.
Low key,
really?
I only know that because of Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
My angel dust. No, that's a drug.
Oh god.
But this is just celestials that have been pumped full of radiant energy and then turned to dust like that. And that's what it is. But that's been causing people to get possessed by celestials. So our party decided to do something about that. And the way they decided to do something about that was Nim, being rather inspired and using the Prestidigitation spell to cast a little bit of a soiling into the ice cream. However, as Nim did so, the ice cream began to become one with itself and form into a large ice cream monster, a ice cream golem, if you will, that McKenna had named Enchantment, and I am just running with that name because it is much better than any of the names that I came up with. And actually, we're going to pick up right there as this ice cream golem is doing its thing. Players, you should see yourselves on a map.
Ooh, I would if I remember to log into Roll20. Oops.
Yes, we are.
Every day of my life.
Ooh, 44 on initiative.
Ooh, that's a good initiative.
Considering this now, I'm just gonna ask Will because I do it anyway. Can this thing be intimidated?
It is immune to mental.
Okay, so never mind.
Oh no.
I will say though, Nim, you had discovered something about this golem that I'll put into chat once everyone's rolled initiative.
Is it dripping?
No, that this golem is vulnerable to prestidigitation.
Wow.
Vulnerable. How? It deals no damage.
It doesn't deal any damage, but it can cook ice cream, which cooking ice cream is a bad thing. Because of this, and because it was a 9th level prestidigitation or higher, the golem's physical resistance has been dropped, and it's actually slowed for a little bit too.
Okay.
You opening with that, I bleep you not. I put that in there before you did that. You as McKenna Ray Tynan just stumbled upon that.
Good for her.
Sometimes that's what I get for relying on prestidigitation for every single character I make.
You stumbled upon that, and when you did, I was like, good job. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
But Cooper, can I get your initiative?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why it's not loading.
These things happen.
It is all good. Alrighty. So I'm going to put the vulnerable prestidigitation into the chat now, just so I can get my roll. Oh, it's slowed 1 for 4 rounds.
Yay.
Ooh, that hurts me.
Hee hee hee.
But we are getting things started with Cassandra.
And I just left my thingamajiggy. Wait, I guess I do need to see how far away I am from this thing. Oh, it should be fine. Okie dokie. So Cassandra sees this being made of ice and says, "What's opposite of ice?" Yes, fire, and shoots searing light at it.
A 37 is a critical miss.
What?
You rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
Did I? You know what? It's early, which means I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
And roll a 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't
You're gonna
speak
roll
that
one.
into existence. Don't manifest that.
If I do, I'll be very fine.
There we go.
A 49 is a hit. A clean hit. even.
Yay!
Awesome. Abby, can you do me a favor and roll me 10d10?
10d10, that's 5, and there's 10.
So 53 plus 13, so it's 66 points of damage.
Nice. And then I'll shoot Garla Guidance.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. The fire did seem to be incredibly effective. Crazy that the thing made of ice cream is vulnerable to fire. Nim, you're up.
I think I'm gonna do the same thing. But I will upcast it to 5th level. Why not?
Alright.
That's a 46?
Misses
Fuck.
by 1.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have given Nim the guidance.
Yeah.
In the arms of the angels.
Very cursed that y'all are all coming in at
It
different
just
times.
it just goes a little bit wide.
Oh, I toggled my spells off. That's what happened. I was like, interesting. All of my spells disappeared. And I was like, that's unfortunate. Oh boy. Nimbus. I don't think I have any single actions other than to back up.
Would you like to back up?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna maybe take a little bit of cover behind what I'm assuming is like a grill.
It's like a shelf. It's like a rack. I didn't have any. I
Yeah.
didn't have anything great for racks. It's like a metal rack with like spices.
I'm
and-
sorry you don't have a great rack.
I don't. Have, I unfortunately do not have a great rack in my mapping software.
I do.
Garl.
I'm, lots of combats recently. Garl has done all sorts of crazy stuff with magic and flying and using haste and everything. I'm gonna go back to basics. Actually, hold on. Not quite, because I've learned in experience. Actually, do we know if this is a golem or an elemental?
It's a golem.
Golem?
Will
Right?
has said it's a golem.
Okay. Then I will not enter into a rage. I'm just gonna run up and I'm just gonna hit it twice with my non-raging sword.
So true.
Well, the hit.
Because we know that positive and negative energy does not actually do anything to golems. Two-handed. 138. Ooh, a
Misses.
5. That's not a good roll.
You go wide.
46.
Misses.
Wow, really?
Yep.
That's concerning because that's an 18 minus 5.
By 1.
His AC is 47.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have guidance.
You on the first attack.
Oh, that would I would have used on the first attack.
Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate, but I'm right here in front of it, so that's okay.
Yes, you are. And now it is time for enchantment. And I'm just going to use a good old-fashioned punch.
Actually,
Whoa.
guidance, one attack roll, perception check, or skill check, the target attempts before the duration ends.
Oh, never mind. It's not the first
So
one.
it's...
Do you want to take it onto the second one to deal 38 damage, Matt?
Preferably, yes. If
Okay.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
It
me
is just-
misunderstanding. That's me misunderstanding guidance. But Matt, does a 45 hit you?
45 does hit, even when I'm not raging.
Take 38 cold damage. And I need you to make me a DC 43 will save.
Is this emotion affecting?
No, it's enchantment, incapacitation, mental, and divine.
Oh, that's actually even better because I do have. Where's it?
I'll read the ability while you're looking that up. Any creature hit by Enchantment's Fist must make a DC 43 will save or become stunned 1. Stunned 2 on a critical failure. If a creature is already stunned, its value increases by 1 to a maximum of 3. When a creature becomes stunned 3 due to enchanting flavor, it loses its stunned condition and gains the controlled condition. But it can attempt a DC 43 will save at the end of each of its turns. On a success, the creature is no longer controlled.
I do have Runescarred Warding Rune, which I chose enchantment for ages ago. So
Wow.
just +2 to anything that
Yep.
attempts to enchant Garl.
That'll do it.
That
You get a
isn't
plus-
Cassandra.
You get a +2 to it.
She's a...
He 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 he.
All right, will save. Going back to the will raise. Oof.
A 39 though,
Another 5.
is a failure, so Garl, you become stunned 1.
You know what? Stun 1 is fine.
Second attack. 55 to hit you, Garl.
God damn.
That will crit because
Okay.
that is
88,
10 more than my
91,
AC.
92. So 92 cold damage.
The natural 19.
Oh, I forgot actually. I have resistance and hardness. Well, the hardness
Cold.
wouldn't help with the cold,
Yeah, it
but I
doesn't.
do have resistance 8 to everything.
Well, there you go. Well, 90, 44, 80, 89, 99. 92 cold damage from this second crit. And another save against Enchanting Flavor.
50.
50.
Nice.
Success. So you are just stunned 1. Lynx,
Alright.
is your turn.
Alrighty.
Yes, let me control Garl. It would not end well for y'all.
No, it would not.
There's Rocky Mountain in my eye.
Me.
That's why I'm stunned. Or is it salted caramel? Hmm.
Let's see. I'm blanking. I don't remember. I'm just gonna play it safe and assume that like I'm actually playing with 30 feet bombs. I don't think I am, but I don't care. So I'm gonna spend 1 action doing this. 1 for okay. 1 for this.
Lynx,
Hello.
I would just like to ask you something here.
Hi.
There's a wall between you and the golem where you are.
Oh, I thought it was a platform.
No, this is a big,
My
old
bad.
big wall. So if you want
In
to
that
change your
case,
movement,
yeah,
yeah, the door's right here. There you go.
yeah. Apologies.
No worries. I just like phasing bombs. 58 is a critical hit.
Delightful.
Roll me 10d10.
Wow.
So 40,
Oh my
so
god.
97 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And for my last action, actually, wait, could I get the the fort save first.
Sure thing. It has a plus 36. 42.
Oh, do I? Wow, it just barely fails. I'm gonna make him flat-footed.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And this is -5. That's 48 to hit.
48 will hit. The acid does nothing to it.
Ooh, good to know. Okay.
Oh, I have the answer to that question I asked.
Cassandra.
Cassandra's gonna skirt. Whoa, that's not select move. Cassandra's gonna scurry on over here, and then peek around the corner, and this is going to be a. Let's see.
Oh, I can get you all.
2, 3, 4.
I didn't like
5.
hearing Will say that under his breath.
This is going to be a +5 for the hit because I'm casting this at level 8.
Okay.
Another Searing Light.
Well, it won't increase the to hit. It'll just increase.
Oh,
the
doesn't
amount
it?
No, it just increases the amount of dice you roll for damage.
Okay,
But
okay,
a
gotcha.
40 is a miss.
I don't like
Cries.
that. That's sad. I don't like that.
You mean to be
Oh,
fair,
that's my turn.
You rolled a 5.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Nimbus.
of fives going around tonight.
Saint Altair.
Or a lot of fives.
I am going to move here, which is just within my range of movement.
Mhm.
And I'm going to cast something I haven't cast in probably since level 3 in
Mhm.
like 17 levels. And it's a 15-foot cone, so I am aiming it, away from Garl.
Okay.
Sort of in this direction, so it clips it, but does not hit Garl. And I'm going to cast Spray of Stars, and hopefully it's programmed correctly, because it's been a minute.
We're hotboxing this
Uh,
in this
it-
ice cream.
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
10d4.
We're
Yeah, there we go.
hotboxing the ice cream.
Yeah?
Yeah, 10d4.
We should.
Okay, so it is, yes.
It failed.
It fails. It takes the full 28 fire damage
Plus
and
10
is
D10.
dazzled for... Yes, plus 10 d10.
Oh, wait. Is that an AoE spell?
It is...
That's an AoE spell. It's a cone, right?
Yes.
It's only 3d10 then.
Oh. Well, that's less fun.
13,
That's a 13.
38, 39, 40,
You've
40
got a
points.
minimum and a maximum roll there.
Yeah, the dice giveth and the dice
And a
extremely
2.
taketh away.
Yeah.
The two's just like, I'm just happy to be included.
But also, he is dazzled for 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's nice.
So
We like that.
take that.
Give me 1 second to just remind myself what the dazzled condition does. All creatures
do
are
like that-
concealed. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Spray of this stars in this small room, and it's like it's in
Garl.
like a rave inside this ice cream freezer.
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
I can't with y'all.
Garl,
That's what we're here for. All right, I'm gonna keep trying to slice this thing with my force sword. I'm lightsabering a pile of ice cream.
You are?
Whatever. 51,
Hits.
29. I guess technically force damage because it's a force katana.
Yep.
42.
Misses.
Yes. And the third attack. 36. Wow, yeah, I just went burr, burr, burr.
Burr, 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 burr.
I
Burr,
need
burr,
to
burr.
decide what I want to do.
Also, I'm going to double check if this is programmed. right.
It is going to a Slurry Surge.
Slur.
Slurry Surge.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it's just, it'll get everyone but Nim.
Yee.
Hmm.
I'm so glad I moved.
Oh, no!
Hero point?
I'm
That's
gonna
what
hero point
points
that.
are
That much
for.
better.
There we go.
Well, I'm a little concerned how much glee you show when you get to hurt your players.
It
In-
truly is that like DM versus player mentality.
It is
In
not.
fairness, it truly to like give Will
It's
some
the
defense
drama.
here. Anytime that I roll a reflex save, I either fail it, or I succeed and then critically succeed it. So
Yeah.
Ooh, Cass.
So that is a critical success for Lynx. Cassandra, that is a critical failure.
So Cassandra is dead.
Garl, that is a success, so you'll take half.
Can I give Cassandra my success and become a crit failure on my half?
I mean, it's only going to be 170 points of damage to Cassandra.
So can I give Cassandra my success?
It's only 170. Cassandra can handle that, right?
Because I need to point this out to the group. Remember, Garl is already dying, so
shut up.
So
Oh my
Cassandra,
God.
170 points of damage to you.
It should not have been as funny as it was.
Garl, 42 points of damage to you.
I'm sorry, it does need to succeed a DC 5 flat check when targeting us with an attack spell
It's not
or
targeting.
other effect.
It's
Just
not
an
targeting.
AoE, I
It's
think.
just a breath weapon, basically.
Is that not
it gets
an other
around
effect?
it. It's not
Breath
targeting
weapons
anything.
get around it.
That sucks.
You'll have to do it when it
Um,
punches things.
I mean, if you wanted, he could be really cheap about it, saying, "Oh, I'm aiming it at that thing behind you, and you just happen to be in the way."
Actually,
Yeah.
Will, I'm
Yeah.
also going to need you to take 4 persistent fire damage. Thank you.
Well, that happens at the end of their turn. Then that's going to get another 3d10 added onto it. So that's 2 actions. They are slowed 1 from Nimbus opening this up with Prestidigitation.
Oh, I thought he only had 3 actions.
No, he just did 2, and he only gets 2 actions for the next 2 rounds now after this turn, because of the fact that they're slowed. So Lynx, roll me 3d10 to add to your 4 persistent fires.
I'm going to cry.
That's so mean.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to cry.
nice. And that's their turn, and we come to Lynx. Also, big numbers make my brain go burr.
Yeah, understandable.
Yep.
He's no longer flat-footed.
Well, for now.
Well, for now. So we're going to try to fix that.
That will hit, but not crit.
Fort save.
Boop. And then roll me 10d10.
Well, believe it or not, he's not flat-footed. And then a second one, this is a 37.
Yep.
Which is a crit miss.
Yes.
And this is going to be minus 10. 31.
Crit
Okay.
miss.
Crit miss.
Okay, also I should see if they're still on fire.
Beginning to look a lot
Like crit miss. Cassandra, you're up. Are you still conscious?
Yeah, fuck it, why not? I am, but I do not have a lot left. So, and I'm not just gonna waste this on just me. So I'm gonna reach spell so I can get all my buddies. And I'm going to moment of renewal all of us
For you, sister.
once I find it. There it is. And so now we're all back to full HP, and if any of us had any conditions, they're gone.
Oh, there you go.
Yay!
Nimbus.
I am going to use all 3 actions to summon a celestial.
Okay.
Ironic.
Yeah, I am curious to see how this happens, given.
Frank? Harold?
Huh?
They know each other.
We went to college together.
And I think I'm going to summon a coral. They are an angel celestial. And they're basically like an angelic bard.
You can put them wherever you
Oh,
want.
I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
They look like this, chat.
Nice.
When I summon them, do they get a couple actions as part of the
They
summoning?
get 2 actions as part of the summoning.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to be sure. Well, here's an easy little thing that they can do. They first of all can sing a little song, a bard song. So we all have a little bonus to our attack rolls and damage rolls and saves against fear effects. And then I think they are going to move. Oh, Lordy May, what is their speed? Oh, I hate that I don't know.
It is a 30-foot walk.
30 feet, 40
foot.
feet fly speed.
Yep.
And
Yeah, the NPC sheets are laid out very strange.
they are different.
Yeah.
Okay, 60-foot emanation. So I am going to get this dude,
You don't want the
sort of away from.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want the CR5 right up against the CR22.
There's CR6.
Jesus.
You don't want the CR6 right up against the CR22 creature.
Golly, McKenna.
No. No, I don't. So they're just gonna be over there singing us a little song, being like, "Hey, buddy, you can do it," because I'm tired of us rolling 46s.
That is kind of funny. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
Garl.
It's me.
It's a me.
Oh god, that icon for the Celestia is like, oh, he's having a great time. All right.
Garl. The part of Garl will now be played by Chris Pratt.
It's me, Garl.
Or more accurately, it's me, Garl.
Yeah.
I hope to God he doesn't come to the grand opening.
Oh, you know he will.
You know what? I'm just gonna keep on. First attack. Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
I am rolling like shite tonight.
Well,
Pardon my French.
I will try my best to fix that by punching Garl in the face. 45.
Barely hits, but all right.
But I
30
do
damage.
need to see if I hit you because of dazzled. I do not.
Ooh, no, you don't.
Second attack.
Garl just sidesteps.
54.
Ooh.
Okay, that will crit.
Okay, let's see if it
If
hits
it
you
hits.
because of dazzled. It does. So that'll
And
be
it hits.
66. 72 points of cold damage, Garl.
Goes down to 80 something.
And a save against
64.
A save against enchanting flavor.
It's delicious.
It is.
41.
Fails. You are stunned 1.
Okay, I think we actually forgot to do the stunned one the first time, so I will try harder to remember this time.
It's all good. I'm actually going to mark you this time.
Oh, I have been marked.
I want to put that back. I want to figure out how to make that 4th edition mechanic work in 2E. I think
Sometimes I feel bad about Garl whiffing with so many of her attacks.
Lynx, at the end of your turn, roll me a 3d10. At the end of their turn, roll me 3d10.
But then I remember
Got it.
every punch to Garl is one less punch to the rest of the party.
That's fair.
Let's start off.
Well,
With a
Lynx,
miss.
roll me the 3d10 for their persistent damage.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's a 23.
Oh, there you go. And they are no longer on fire. But that is 23 hit points out of their not many hit points they had left. All right. That is a miss. But it's not a critical miss, so you still deal the splash.
Cool.
So
And this is 44.
roll me 3d10 on the splash, and then another 3d10 for the second splash. So 6d10 plus 8.
Mhm.
49.
It's a hefty amount of
50.
10s.
No, it's still up. It's at 2 hit points, but it's still up.
Oh, Jesus. That's all of my actions because I had to use infused reagents.
Will I get another turn with it? Let's find out. Cassandra.
Cassandra's gonna give it the old college try and try Searing Light again. This time we're gonna try it at level 9, because why not?
Fire at will. A
Pew, pew.
52 is a hit, and you will easily deal with the 2 hit points it had left.
Splash
Sometimes
all over
I like to
Garl.
think that when Cassandra misses an ability, she just like sneezes, you know?
Achoo!
It turns into a puddle, and sadly, I did not get to take control of anyone with enchantment.
So
Yeah.
sad.
That's so sad.
The tragedy.
But yeah, You have successfully killed the ice cream golem. You are...
Is there any normal ice cream in here?
No, it's all been laced.
Is there
ice cream.
any remaining ice cream?
No, it was all in that golem. It's all been kind of ruined. It's on the floor. There is like the 2 big bowls on the table of like the raw sort of dust. So, y'all can do what you want with those, but...
How can we destroy these? Do you think we could set them on fire?
You could try.
Can I do
I
a crafting
mean-
check to see if that will destroy them?
Yeah, you can make a crafting check. So setting them on fire would destroy them. However, it would also like fumigate them.
That's what I was afraid of,
Fumigate
actually.
Yeah, it would make them like an airborne thing. So you would...
That's not what fumigate means. I don't
That's-
think.
it's not.
The way that I just accepted what he was talking about, because I knew what he was talking about.
See, I don't know what people are saying when they don't use words correctly, so I don't.
It is a pet peeve of mine. Let me tell you about robots and mechs.
Cooper,
English is a bastard language, and therefore
Cooper
bastards
understood.
speak it.
Cooper understood what I was saying. But anyway, yeah, so like setting them on fire would cause them to like become like an aerosolized sort of thing. Like they would be...
Garl has a question. This is possibly for the smarter, more magical ladies in the party, and possibly for the smart, kind of sciencey chemicals links. Would the part of this that makes it evil, the evil ice cream part, be dependent on the composition of the ice cream? Like, if we were to introduce a certain substance or material or element to it that is far enough away, it would foul it that it wouldn't work anymore, or at least it would make it unpalatable for people.
The angel pipes up real quickly and just is like, before I go, does anyone need just a quick heal? Gotcha. And it's not a lot, but it's, I think 3d8 plus 24?
Yep.
So 26.
So that'll be 10, so 34. Not a lot, but that's what it has.
That's what I asked.
Hey, it puts me back above 300.
It says, hey, Desna go with you, and it disappears.
Say hi to the butterfly. Because
Ciao.
what I'm just saying is, I had a lot of water before I came here. So if necessary, I am willing to pee on all the ice cream.
The ice cream's all been destroyed, Carl.
Oh, what are we talking about?
I think you were talking about the angel dust.
Well, I'm willing to pee on that too.
I admire your dedication to the cause, Garl. However, we are
No.
dealing with very evil people, and if I'm being entirely honest, I think they just try it out again and use it.
I
As
could eat
disgusting
some
as it is.
asparagus.
Sure could.
You sure? I could also just prestidigitate it, to be soiled.
Ta-
All right. Well, if you're gonna do that, I may need to find a bathroom then.
Technically, what? Well,
Technically, in PF2, Prestidigitate doesn't have a soil function.
does it not?
No, it doesn't.
I'm curious about that now.
It has a cook. It has a tidy. I was looking at this before stream.
To clean or soil an object. Shut
Where
up.
does it say that? Am I just that? I literally tidy,
Tell me
clean.
how my favorite cantrip works.
No,
Could-
never mind. Yeah, I'm full. Okay, I just assumed I saw the word tidy. I saw the word tidy bolded, and I was like, yeah, so it means it can't soil anything because it can only tidy.
I have to read the whole sentence.
Y'all, it's been a rough week. Anyway,
Yes, it has.
anyway. Yeah. If you'd like, you can soil it. Soiling it won't, like, get rid of it.
I also just don't think it'll stop them from using it.
No, like, you could just you could always destroy it at, like, Lynx's lab where they have, like, a fume hood place that could make it not be a problem. It's just like
Yes,
setting
I
it on
suppose
fire
that might
here.
be.
Setting it on fire here would be dangerous.
Yes. Also, we may have. We still have a great deal of people to help. People who are, still under its influence. I don't know how long that would last without them being continually pumped full of iced cream. But
Would you call
anyway.
it that?
Call it what?
Never mind.
First, you insinuate these people have a piss kink, and then you say pump them full of ice cream.
Oh, I'm sorry. A what? I implied no such thing. I just said that they would probably use it anyway because they are depraved degenerates. That's not. I mean, I suppose that's more or less the same thing, but not in the same way.
I may have blanked out and had one of those Garl moments, but I just need to check. Why aren't, like, if we're so concerned about these evil people doing, like, putting things in the ice cream or whatever, putting it in any sort of food and giving it to unsuspecting people, is there a reason we're not just killing them?
Because I don't think anyone here was directly involved with the decision to, drug people? I think they were all drugged and manipulated themselves. That's the difficulty here, is that it's a hostage situation.
You hear the door that you put stuff in front of begin like a.
I
Can I
stuffed the angel
haste
dust in
over
my
there
bag.
and just block it with my body?
Well, you guys put some stuff in front of it, so
Oh, yeah.
it's jammed. I'm just saying. You hear someone trying to open the door, and then there's some
Cassandra
knocking.
almost says occupied.
There's some knocking, and it's just like, hello, we need more ice cream. The children crave it.
I bet you do.
We're out!
The children crave the mines.
Yeah, we discovered that it has nuts in them.
I
and
think
that
they'd
was
be better
advertised.
off with Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia.
I also think they'd be better off with Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia.
But you know that there are a bunch of kids who are so picky. They're like, Cherry Garcia, what's that? I want vanilla.
Ben and Jerry's. If you're willing to ship
With
fish
actual
food to
just
me,
chocolate
please.
chips
I
in
would
there.
shill for Ben and Jerry's so
I
fucking
would too.
hard.
I would too.
Ben and
I would-
Jerry's. If you're watching this and you would like us to show for you, please send fish
Please.
food too.
I'm willing to be paid in samples because I've never had Ben and Jerry's.
I need you
Because-
to stock more coffee, buzz, buzz, buzz.
I am too frugal. Every time I see it, I'm like, I could get this very nice Ben and Jerry's thing that's like this big, or for slightly cheaper, I could get something that's 3 times the size.
Oh Matt, I'm getting you some Ben. I'm getting you some Ben and Jerry's.
It's
Yeah, you're
worth
missing
it.
out.
I hate to say it, but it's worth it.
It probably is.
Yeah, anyway.
Plus, I have so little freezer space.
Anyway.
Enough about hypothetical sponsorships.
Yeah.
I have safely stowed,
All of it into your bag. Perfect.
yeah.
Do we need to make a swift exit? I can make a hole in the wall.
I'd rather not tear down this temple if I'm being
No,
entirely
no,
honest.
I mean, like, I can use magic to make a literal, like, doorway.
Oh.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't want to leave yet. I don't want to leave all these people here.
Tim's first assumption: Garl's going to Kool-Aid person through the wall.
What? Is
No,
she
yeah.
wrong?
No.
That's
Also, I was
valid.
also contemplating.
Just
Also, I was
sorry.
contemplating if she agreed with it, I would just smash the wall like I lied.
I'm sorry. I just don't think we can leave all of these people here. I mean, they are still under the control of. I mean, the followers of the Lord of Light. That's just not a safe place to be.
Well, hold on. So
There's more rasping against the door.
Occupied.
we're all fine here now. We're good. How are you?
Make me a deception check, Garl.
Can I make an intimidation check instead?
I mean, technically, we are all fine here.
Yeah, but it's the intent.
Make me deception or intimidation, Garl.
I'm making an intimidation because I'm legendary in intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
40.
Okay.
Rolled an 8 and I got a 40. Jesus.
The rasping
Level
goes
20.
quiet, and you hear some like whispering, and then they leave.
Are you sure like these people are unwitting stooges and not, like we must feed the children the sacred substance so they will become vessels for our Lord?
I think it's a bit of both, if I'm being honest. They all
So-
have that.
Well, in that case, could I just
Celestial-
maim them then?
Carl, I don't
Like,
know.
I'm just saying, we could just break their legs. Then they can't feed the children things, and they're still not dead.
Carl,
Well,
I don't think that that's what we should be doing. They all have that celestial possessed
I'm sorry,
glow
I'm
in
trying to
their
come up
eyes.
with ideas. We don't seem to have any ideas, and these are the only ideas I have. I'm
What
sorry.
if we keep them entertained
They're very
until it
good
wears
ones.
off? Keep them entertained until it wears off?
How long does it take to wear off?
I don't
Does it wear
know.
off?
I mean-
Can someone can make me a medicine check.
Entertained?
I
I mean,
can
I have been working
certainly
on some
try.
poetry.
Yes,
Very good
maybe.
poetry.
I think
Well,
that
you
would
think
be
that's
good.
because it's mostly about you.
I mean, yes, but
Ooh,
also it's very good.
43.
So,
Oh, dang.
Based off of how you saw the enchantment acting, like what it did to Garl in the short term, anyone who's not controlled, as long as they don't eat enough ice cream to the point where they become controlled, it'll probably go away in like 30-40 minutes.
I think
But
if we just give it like maybe
any-
an hour, probably less.
Anyone
ahead,
who is
sorry, Will.
anyone who is already controlled is stuck in that state until they break free of it.
Hmm.
Which, for these people, who a lot of them are just regular people, not legendary adventurers who have saved the world multiple times,
Yay!
it will be hard.
Would like a remove curse fix it?
Like a remove curse, dispel magic. Yes, those would help.
I would need to see what else I can summon. But summon celestial, I can summon quite a few things that could just poof it away. Actually, I probably should have sent that last coral out to just whatever. It doesn't much matter, I suppose. I might just want like a minute to look through all of
Yeah,
my.
go for it. You
my
could have
things to
sent that
save.
coral around.
I think they only have like once a day. So they would have only been able to do that to one person.
I was making a music joke. I apologize.
Oh.
Yeah. A round.
Slay.
A round is a type of choral music. It's a choir joke, anyway. But yeah, so while Nim kind of looks through her lexicon, celestial butterflydia. I don't know. While Nim starts looking through that to figure out what she could summon, there is a little bit stronger rasping at the door this time. And you hear someone like manage to like get it open a little bit, but the stuff you put is still blocking it off. I must try harder.
Is
Occupied!
that a voice we recognize?
Yes, actually, it would be a voice you recognized.
Oh no.
Whose voice?
It's specifically one of the police people that you had dealt with at the scene way back
Oh.
when.
Okay, they're a cop immediately. Let's go.
Bad.
I must try harder. Push. I must try harder. Push.
I'm just gonna go
I
stand and
suppose
put one hand against the door.
Make me an athletics check, Carl.
54.
You managed to keep it. You managed to keep it closed, and you just hear, "I must collect more vassals of light," and you see them walk off. You hear them walk off.
Nobody likes a quitter. Keep trying, futilely.
I suppose I can just. It's gonna take a lot of spell slots to do it this way, and a lot of relatively high spell slots, but I can just keep summoning corals.
There's about 45 people in this place.
And they're all.
And those are like there's 45 people. I would say 25 of them are like full on possessed. The rest will probably walk it off. So you got 25 to deal with.
Will, what happens if I try to dilute it? Like the substance, I mean.
Like the angel, like the radiant stuff.
Yeah, I've got water bombs. What happens if I try to just like dilute it?
I mean, that would work. It would just contaminate that water.
Okay, so it wouldn't actually like
It wouldn't.
It would just give them another tool.
Yeah, it would basically be like sugar water, but celestial possessing sugar water.
Could we potentially take this stuff all out to like the woods and just burn it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then every animal in the woods.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna take it to Lynx's lab and
Okay.
deal away with it there.
Yeah.
I think the bigger problem that y'all are facing with is how you're going to deal with the people who are currently under control, including Lynx's former
Yeah.
TA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't think it's gonna fade?
No. For the ones that are fully possessed, no. Like half of them are gonna walk it off, the other half, no. And they're going to go around continuing to cause problems. And it's gonna be a big old mess.
Is there I think that the problem we seem to be facing here is we don't have the like sort of the manpower. Is there any sort of group that we could employ that would at least enable us to possibly wrangle these people up without having to resort to drastic measures? Suddenly Garl is speaking very intelligently.
I wonder if a miracle would do it.
Ooh.
If you want, you
I
can make
mean,
a
it would
religion
be-
check.
Ooh.
Essentially replicating a third level spell, but the idea would be to do it multiple times, and
If you want, you can make a religion check.
that's what I'm doing.
Would you
Come
like
on,
to keep
20.
that natural? one?
Oh no, I'm hero pointing that. No, ma'am.
Hee hee.
I mean,
Why do you do this?
it could be within the confines of miracle. It would. You're not 100% sure. It could work. It could not work. But you think that at the very least it might work for it might work for one person at least. So even if it fails, it doesn't hurt to try.
That's true. You know what I think I might be able to do? I'm going to use my staff, and have something that I cast something that I don't have programmed on my character sheet, so I might just have to read it.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out Merle, and be like, can you fetch information regarding, how to mass uncurse a bunch of people? And Merle goes, yes, Miss Nimbus. And they put their little heads together, and I'm gonna cast Timely Tutor. I serve as an astral connection between my familiar and the Akashic Record, a demiplane consisting of comprehensive psychic library, and then I turn to my creature for advice. If I cast this spell on my familiar, your familiar adds your spell casting ability modifier on checks to recall knowledge, much like it would for acrobatics or stealth. Familiar must have a speech ability, which Merle does. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to try another recall knowledge check with Merle adding, I think that's going to be a +7 in addition to.
It's your spell attack mod, right?
Spell casting ability modifier.
Okay, yeah, so it'll be +7.
And I think that must be in addition to whatever training you have, yeah?
Yes.
All right. So what do you want me to roll?
It'd be religion again.
All right, we're going to give this one more shot.
Garl has another idea.
The respectable.
That's 56?
It would. You think miracle could work for what you want to do?
Squishy.
That would be
Okay.
within the confines of that spell. Maybe not like rules as written, but for our purposes, yeah, that works.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's gather everyone into maybe the main hall. Maybe promise them more ice cream, and then I'm just going to cast Miracle on them instead.
I can help with that. I will cast Summon Instrument, and start playing that one ice cream song, like do 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 do,
I can't believe this.
like an ice cream truck.
My
To gather
brain,
them all into the hall.
My brain immediately went to Anna Green Gables. Anyway,
Nice.
I was also going to say, would there be any benefit if we can't magically? What if we made them all throw up?
do you want to make me a performance check, Cassandra?
Sure. Like, why can't I see the whole thing? It's because the Zoom chat is over. For 4 minutes.
Would you like to keep that 33?
And no, I would not. I'm using. It's a little better. Not much, but it's a little.
You
Oh, wait! What's that feat? What's that thing? That thingamajiggy?
Virtuosic performer.
Yeah!
That
Plus
lets you use
1.
performance and
yeah,
yeah.
it gets +1.
38.
Nice.
38.
You managed to get a lot of them into like the sort of mega church area. They are all sort of like drawn there by the music, slowly but surely. At one point, you see basically some young men putting like drums on and like getting attached to like fly wires to be like drumming over top of the audience, but that gets stopped after a little bit of time as they kind of become just enraptured by the tune, and eventually everyone is gathered in that central area.
Everyone,
Yes, everyone.
including the shitty cop from earlier.
Yes.
Quick scan of the crowd
Kill.
with my true sight on. Anything weird?
Yes. All these people have like this odd celestial aura around them.
I mean, I'm not sure I would know how to quantify that, but I can see weird stuff.
You know that, like the light of a halo? It's like that, but around the entirety of their person.
Okay. I described that to the group.
We do have telepathy up, so we can do that telepathically.
So true, girly pop. You really said that.
I will also say telepathically to Garl, mind the door, this may take a moment. Basically a cue to maybe block an exit, just in case. And keep an eye out for any funny business. And I am going to cast my little miracle.
As you cast Miracle, make me a spell attack roll.
A spell attack roll, okay.
Yep. Against the DC of the curse.
Let me pull up the advanced dice roller because I can't just click on that and roll 20, unfortunately.
No.
3. Oh no, thank you, Squishy, for that hero point because I'm using it now. That's a 39.
So you manage to send this miracle out across the crowd. And it starts to eat away at the light. That is this like aura around each of the people, pulling like the celestials out of them. However, as it is doing so, that light begins to become a little bit brighter. And then a little bit brighter. To Garl, where the point with your true sight, it's almost blinding. And to where everyone else, now this aura is visible to you all. However, the miracle, as it's like about to be rebuffed, just barely breaks it.
What was the DC?
39.
Puny thing.
Thank you, Squishy.
And
Wow.
as the miracle does, literally every single person in this large room just hits the ground.
Yay!
Just passed
did it.
out. Garl,
Reaction
you
to kick
see,
the cop just a little bit.
you see this like butterfly of celestial energy flying up into the air. But it's not like a Desnan butterfly. It has like sharp angles to it.
Oh.
So it's not a Desnan butterfly. Is it Lord of Light?
Yeah.
This feels a little bit sacrilegious, but I think I need to attack the Lord of Light's butterfly, masquerading as an avatar of my goddess. That's pretty blasphemous.
Yeah.
Can I do that? I
Yeah.
know we're not in initiative or anything.
If you want, you can make just like a spell attack roll, send some general energy towards it. I'm down for that.
What do I want to send at it?
Something
I mean,
dark.
I could fly up with it and stab it with a sword.
That might work. Well, because a lot of my stuff is like basic save based. I don't have a lot of like attacks. I guess I could just launch another Searing Light at it.
You smack the butterfly with a Searing Light. It bursts into celestial energy, and as it's bursting, Cassandra, in your head, you hear, "You will always be mine."
Blech. Cassandra stops playing.
Big talk for a bitch fly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bitch fly.
that's true. Technically, we all have telepathy up, so we also hear this?
Yes, you would hear that.
I was trying to think of something butterfly couldn't. I don't know.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah,
Butter
we think
bitch.
that. Yeah, he says that to Cassandra, and everyone is just collectively like, "Boo! Fuck off!"
After about 5 minutes, people start waking up.
All right, we did it.
How are they looking? How are they?
Absolutely hungover.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Nim moves to maybe dim all of the lights in the church.
Yeah.
Not enough to make it totally dark, but enough that it's, soft and
Yeah.
safe.
With the
feeling.
knowledge that I have of this substance,
yeah.
would I know of any sort of equivalent to a hangover cure for these people?
I mean, time and water.
Okay. I suppose I'll start trying to distribute water to people then.
Yeah, Nim lends you. We have that like stone of pure water.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, do we still have that? Whatever happened to that?
It's Nim's like the first thing that she ever collected adventuring, and she has held on to it dearly.
There's a number
Yeah.
of people that there's like 3 people that just refuse to drink water.
May I ask why you have no interest in the water?
I just don't drink water. It's just water. It's gross.
Get him some orange juice.
Okay, buddy.
is it the
let's
taste? I
let's
can make
let's
it
get you some
taste like-
soda.
It's just-
Let's
it's
get you
just-
some
it's just
tonic
water,
soda.
like-
Yes.
Okay.
How about some tea? I mean, that's not just water.
That's true.
I want some appy juice.
Me.
I'll tell them, here, I'll get you something that tastes. I'll get you some juice. And I turn around and pour the water into the cup and prestidigitate it to taste like apple juice and hand it back to them.
Ooh, you are cruel. You are
She
a
is
cruel
one step ahead of
trickster.
me. What a fucking queen.
They drink it.
I do that for all of them.
Yep, that's fair.
Cassandra sees this and suddenly she's second guessing every drink Nim's ever given her. Like,
Hmm.
what happened on those coffee runs, Nim?
Nothing you need to know about.
Hmm.
I'll be picking up the coffee from now on.
Oh no, what a shame. I didn't intend for this to happen at all.
Hee hee. Well,
Oh.
another successful mission of the. I don't know. Did we ever have a group name? Did I forget that?
We were the graveyard shift for a while while we were.
We were the
you know,
graveyard
doing the
shift for a
tournament.
while.
Oh God!
For
What
a
did you have to like dig graves and stuff?
Lynx.
No, not quite.
Only for our competitors.
Oh, I get it.
Your TA starts coming to a bit, and they like kind of sit up, and they're just like sitting up. They're looking about the room. They see you. They walk towards you. Say, what happened?
Well,
The last thing I remember, I got hit over the head,
oh.
Oh.
and then I'm here. And there's sort of like the general confusion about the room is that like the last things a lot of these people remember, like a lot of the people in like church uniforms, a lot of people who are working here, last thing they remember is getting hit over the head or like beaten up or like kidnapped basically, and then now they're here. That cop's kind of looking at us like, hey, you're missing, hey, you were missing, hey, all these missing people are here.
And ow, why do my ribs hurt a little bit? Cassandra looks away.
Well,
What the hell
There
happened,
was,
Lynx? What did you give me? I thought,
I didn't give you anything,
okay.
but think of it like a possession drug.
Ah, Great. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Fun. Very fun. Oh God, how long have I been out for?
It's been
1 week since they looked at me.
it's been a while. I think it's been almost 3 weeks, right?
At this point, it's been like a full year.
A full year.
Yeah, like that happened. Yeah,
Why do I?
That
I don't
happened
recall
in-
it being a full year,
that
but
hap-
that's just probably me fucking up.
that happened in year 2. We're in year 3. You did miss the one session, so
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, you've been missing for about a year.
oh, there goes my student loans. All right. Okay. Okay.
Nice thesis paper, by the way. Really helpful.
Oh, good. It was useful. Okay, that's good. I'm glad I can be a little bit helpful on that account anyway.
The important thing, in my opinion, is that you are okay.
That's very
Now.
true. I currently don't have a place to stay.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
Well, I was kind of... Oh, I don't even have to... Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
very glad that you were okay.
I'm glad I am okay, too. And then they kind of look at both, and you notice now, like, not bleached at all. Full color. Weird.
Hey, you're colorful now.
Yeah, that's strange. You would think...
Yeah,
Take
why
the-
weren't you colorful before?
Oh, that's just the thing that happens if my people become too melancholy or bored with life. It can literally kill us.
It's called depression, Cassandra.
Oh, I am familiar.
Well, it's actually called. It's technically called the bleaching, where all the color drains from our body until we become black and white statues of ourselves.
Oh,
Take the good with the bad, I suppose, right?
It's quite literally a first world problem.
Oh, I'm talking about the fact that you're full color right now
Yes,
after a year of...
because gnomes are from the first
Anyway.
world. Anyway. I'm happy about that. That's nice. I'm
Mhm.
surprised though, because like there is still that melancholy feeling in me. So like you would think a little bit, like even like just like my fingertips would be graying out still, but they're not.
I'm curious to see what might happen next, but for now, take the good with the bad.
I will take it. And yeah, people began making their way back to like homes, friends, family. That like one cop starts like ushering the missing people to get them home.
I
and
think
stuff.
before that, Nim does, like, you know, step up onto the pew and explain to people what happened.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the story may get misconstrued.
Make me
and-
Attention, gullible fools!
Yeah,
make
literally.
me-
You
make
got
me-
gotten.
Make me persuasion, diplomacy. I want to see how effective you are at this.
I'm holding an intimidation in check if need be.
Yeah, people seem
That's a
pretty.
43.
People seem pretty receptive to your basically like, hey, here's what happened. It's like, oh, that's awful. These people are awful.
Yes, they have dealt a great deal of harm to this community, and we are going to do everything in our power to stop them from continuing that harm. And with that, I would like to see and check if that ward against worshipping other gods is still active.
That ward is still active.
Can I cast a second miracle to essentially remove it and sanctify this temple in the name of
The thruple.
Desna, the three goddesses, and the cosmic caravan?
Go for it.
I'm gonna do this as flashily as possible.
I will throw you a guidance just because we've been rolling so low
We
tonight.
have.
You don't even need to roll for this one.
Yeah, because it is a miracle.
Yeah. Describe your effect. How does Nim produce this? What does it look like?
I think the first thing she does is, in the name of Desna, the goddesses three, and the cosmic caravan, I sanctify this place, ward it from evil, and let only those pure of heart or aspirational to enter and be safe in here. And I think at the end of those words, there is like a shower of sparkly magical butterflies, very different in style from the sort of ugly angular thing of light masquerading as a butterfly earlier. These are soft and have like long, delicate wings that you can see sort of undulating as they move around the room, and bless it with something holy and something kind. And I think a lot of the iconography of the Lord of Light sort of melts away and becomes not just, a shrine to Desna, because that's not really something that Desnans do, but it is, you see banners for a lot of different gods and places of worship sort of around the temple popping up for not just Desna, but Sarenrae, Shaylin, Callistria, Caden, like all the good guys.
Yes, Caden, the whoopsie deity.
The whoopsie deity. Basically, it's mostly Desna's allies, because there are certain like good and neutral gods that are not necessarily
allies. There's a couple in there. Oh, really? We're just allies? That's not what you said last night.
Ooh. While this is happening, do any of the deities that pop up sort of make Cassandra feel any sort of way? Because Cassandra still doesn't know who her deity is.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Technically, she was supposed to learn that when we hit level 19, but here we are.
I mean, Cassandra, I thought we've been through this. Cassandra, you draw your power from the deity of the Lord of Light, but just kind of like siphoning it off. Like you are effectively you're a power siphon. Yeah.
Oh no.
Like,
that went over my head.
You were, yeah, sorry. I thought
we love it. We love a divine parasite.
I thought I'd been more clear about that. Yeah, like when they used you as like the power source for their big old magical nuke, you got connected that way, and like you're siphoning power from him for this.
It kind of went over my head, but I guess
in
that
fairness,
makes sense.
I'm also still a little iffy on the exact source of Nimbus's curse. I've kind of just come to the conclusion that it's sort of a side effect of, being able to carry the knowledge of this, like, world-saving shield spell.
Mm-hmm.
But it could also be Lord of Light related, it could also be Desna related. We really haven't got anything concrete on it so far.
Your family's curse is directly related to that spell. It's just that it didn't. Yeah. We didn't come up to learning it until 20th level.
Yeah. But that's, and I think Nim does spend a good portion of the day like helping anyone who has stayed behind. Yeah. And also as part of like her speech to anyone is just like let it be known that you can stay here and be safe until you find a place to like get up on your feet.
Yeah, a few people like take you up on that offer. There's like this like one sort of like younger looking kid. They're like 11 or 12. It was just kind of standing there. It's like, yeah, I was on a park last time, I remember. Weird.
Do you remember what day it was?
It was like a Wednesday?
Of the month and or year.
Oh, it was, and they give you a date like 3 years ago.
Oof.
Like I know where I live, so like I can get there. It's just, it takes me a little bit of time because it's not here, it's up in Lionberg, so I'll have to go for a bit of a walk, I guess.
I'd be able to get you there quickly, depending on where in Lionberg.
It's just it was just in the city proper, so I can, if I get to the city, I can get home, so it's all good. I'm sure I can get a ride from like someone here. Like I'm like a young kid, so people are going to kind of just do what I need.
A
What?
little bit arrogant, but not incorrect. And as a matter of fact, if you would like to take the Nimbus,
Shut up. Shut up.
I can take you if you'd like.
I love you, McKenna, just so much. Get an extra hero point for that.
I can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Upsetting.
You just know that is in character. That's Nim like trying to be funny to this small child and like cheer him up and probably failing a little bit miserably.
Link's looking directly at the camera.
Unlike Will, the child's completely stone cold faced. I was like, that was a terrible joke.
How could you say that to me?
That's fair. Let's
did,
go.
You did your best.
Nim will use the Treladar key and open a door straight to Lionsburg.
A kid gets in there, kind of waves and heads home. He's like, well, thanks.
Be safe.
Yep. Whoa, that's a new building.
Hopefully his parents haven't moved.
You know what? I'm gonna go with him. And Nim follows.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know I'm annoying. I just want to make sure that your parents are still here. There's been a lot of goings on.
I mean, what? It's not like there's been like anything like crazy world shattering in the last 3 to 4 years that have happened, right? And it's like going walking around. It's like
4 years.
well, 3-ish. They give you a date that's like the tail end of the war. Like it would have been just before you guys got to Lionburg.
Ooh.
It's like last thing I remember.
Are his
like,
parents
there were
alive?
dragons attacking this place, and and like eventually you come to like this apartment building that's been like largely like rebuilt and unscratched, and it's like, yeah, they live here. Huh, weird. That wasn't there last time. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. They just like go in, they open the door, walk upstairs, and they're reunited with their family,
Okay, parents are alive.
Yay.
who now have this like drake skin couch. It's like, when did we get that?
Oh yeah.
Quality
Good for them.
material.
Nim, gives them a polite curtsy and excuses herself so they can enjoy their family time.
Yes, as they're heading out, it's like, oh, may the Lord of Light watch over you. And the kid's just like,
The Lord
no.
of Light kidnapped your son.
Ooh.
Nimbus does turn right back around. Any sign of like contrition or, oh, excuse me, gone from her demeanor, and says, the Lord of Light and his followers kidnapped your child, so I would rethink that specific line of belief.
Oh,
I just realized, are we those people who rescue people from a cult?
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Awesome.
Nim, now you're like looking through Lionburg, like a lot of the rebuilt buildings have Lord of Light iconography on them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
May I
May you what?
rip them off?
Yes.
Destruction time.
Cassandra says, I encourage that. Yes.
Garl just starts flying around on her ghostly crystalline wings, literally digging her hands into the material if need be, and just yanking out any iconography.
All right.
Nimbus to these people will, draw herself up to her full height and just say, Desna be with you. And I'm going to use the evangelize feat.
Oh no.
Um,
Why is it that I felt the need
It's
to
not
say,
gonna
and
do
also with
anything.
you?
No, it's fair.
Oh boy.
Nim's going for the religion victory of this Civ game.
What does
Yeah.
evangelize do? You point out a detail that incontrovertibly
Even
supports your faith.
even your base save for these like regular people, they have like a DC 20 at the highest, so you're good.
I double crit. I triple crit. That's a
They
that's a
convert.
thanks.
They're stunned so hard they just start thinking about Desna.
Yeah. You're able to basically make it back home safely enough.
Mhm.
And the night kind of begins for all of you, probably back at Lynx's place, as that's sort of like the most common like area nearby. Gwen and Alessandra are there, just kind of like getting like some food made for all of you because y'all have had a tough day and they've been kind of skulking around in the background, so they're fine to cook.
Skulking.
Yeah, they were skulking. You sent them to
Gwendolyn has never skulked in her life.
Gwendolyn has skulked the most in her life. She was a bloody vigilante. She was a vigilante.
She was a vigilante with style. She's not skulking. She's like.
You think Batman didn't skulk?
Oh, Batman is a skulker.
I think Gwendolyn is a different kind of vigilante. I think she's a vigilante in the way that like the Persona 5 character is a vigilante.
You stop that.
Yeah, but which
I'm
Persona
not
5
wrong.
character? They all have very different vibes.
Persona.
Persona.
Are we talking about like Ryoji or? No, hold on.
In
No,
fairness, it's been so many years since I've had any.
who's the guy
contact
who
with that
keeps
series.
telling everyone that they're the Phantom Thieves?
Ryuji.
Yeah.
That is kind of
100%.
Gwendolyn's vibe.
Yeah.
When she's like, "I'm the Scarlet."
We know.
It's like in Home Alone.
What
We're the
crazy.
Sticky Bandits.
I thought
That was
I
one of
thought
the
they were
trivia
the-
questions recently.
I thought they were the wet bandits.
That was the joke because afterwards they said, "We'll have to be the Wet Bandits." Like, no,
But in
those are
Home Alone
both
2, they
terrible.
were the Sticky Bandits.
Okay.
In Home Alone 1, they were the Wet Bandit.
Okay. Cool.
I want to be a sticky bandit.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
He just
dun.
wrapped tape around his hand
The
and
Bluey
stuck it in a
joke.
Salvation Army
Yeah.
jug and kept the change.
And then insert Bluey joke on Cooper's end. But yeah, I guess now like we can get back to what y'all were going to meet up to discuss anyway. Plans to kill a god.
We should probably meet back at, the mansion that I built in the middle of the woods for young Abigail.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, yeah, who was watching Abigail while we were gone?
A
Is it, like, during
large
school
flock
hours?
of sentient ephemeral corvids is watching your adopted child.
Garl, you have
I know
true
she'd
sight,
enjoy
right?
that.
Sorry?
Garl has true sight up just constantly, right?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, it's
Carl,
getting kind of damaging to her
you're,
psyche.
when you're leaving the building, like Lynx's building, just across the street, hiding behind a lamppost, you see Abigail.
Didn't we get her a babysitter?
What was that girl?
And
I'm
then
just
she
gonna
just goes
swoop
like,
Make a persuasion check with like little girl eyes.
yeah, she's just like,
Oh, I have conflicted loyalty now.
Your
Nice.
daughter or your wife? What's it
Carl,
gonna
is
be?
something wrong?
Jesus Christ.
Blink, blink.
I have to go to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
you also get the puppy dog eyes from Cassandra.
Carl, is something wrong? You can tell me. You can tell me anything.
Oh no.
We're always honest with each other.
Oh God.
Really,
I
just
take
like
There are no
That knife.
secrets between us ever.
I just get a
Twist the
nosebleed,
knife,
like,
Abby.
oh.
Jesus Christ.
Hypothetically, if our young ward were out and about unsupervised, what would you do or think?
you just
Hypothetically.
see Garl, you see Abby starting to book it down the street.
I mean, I would ask why she left and talk to her about why that's maybe not the safest thing, but
So it's a learning experience, so it's a good thing.
Just
I mean,
Hop
it would be a
on
good
the
thing to
side.
talk to her about it.
skateboarding
Yeah.
away.
I imagine this is like behind Cassandra, like, "Shh."
Yeah, like just like boom, as fast as she bloody can at this point, thinking that
Oh my
Garl might
goodness.
snitch on her.
I don't want to be that parent. Because they never talk to you. You
It's true.
want to be the one they confide in.
I didn't think this.
I'm
Trust
just-
you, Carl.
I thought this would be a fun goof. I didn't think it would be such a.
Buddy,
a
we've all
heavy
got
moment.
trauma.
Garl's
Haha.
just sweating. I think I'm just gonna head home for the day. I've had a lot of excitement.
Time to be hitting the old
yeah,
dusty
I have-
trail.
It's fine. I have to go rebuild the living room anyway.
Well, I mean, there's still that hole in the universe.
I'm gonna try throwing things at it, see what happens. Scientific.
Wait, there's a hole in the universe in our living room?
Just one.
There's a hole in the universe in our living
There's a hole in the universe.
I mean, technically, it's not in the living room anyway because the living room doesn't really exist. So
What about our live, laugh, love axes?
Got sucked
Okay.
in. They didn't make it.
There's just one that says "live" now, and that seems almost like
Jesus.
Really ominous.
It's right beside the red. It's right beside the red flag.
I know we should have kept that. But yeah, I'm gonna just Garl sprint back to the house. See you later, bye.
Hi.
You like eventually you'll
Aw.
catch up to Abigail, just like on.
I
her
just
scythe.
scoop her up under the arm. We're gonna have a talk, young lady. I just keep running.
Okay. The
Yeah.
scythe gets dismissed. It's like, this is faster than my scythe anyway. Thank you, Garl.
I just imagine Garl running like that cop in Caught with a Chance of Meatballs.
God.
Just do, 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 do.
She has a similar relationship with like tears and stuff. Get back in there.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
It
So
is-
help me. So help me, and
It
stay.
is a very fun sight seeing like the people of the city just watching Garl sprint through the city.
Dust cloud behind.
But yeah.
Maybe we can meet tomorrow morning, probably at Lynx's place, to dissolve the dust.
I mean, Lynx could do that overnight if you want to.
Yeah, that is likely what is going to happen.
Yeah, sure. If you don't think you'll need Nimbus's help regarding anything religious, that's for sure.
I don't really foresee it, but if you'd like to be there just in case.
If you don't think you need me, I am going to go home to Alessandra and Gwendolyn and just give them a big hug and eat a good meal with them.
I'm gonna go pick up Abigail from the mansion.
Alright, so
Yes, the mansion where Abigail definitely still is.
Yes,
Oh,
where
yeah,
Abigail
100%.
is residing currently.
Nim,
yes.
Oh, have fun.
Nim, Alessandra, and Gwen are heading home.
Mm-hmm.
Lynx is staying in the workshop with their TA. Garl has already run off. Cassandra is walking through the streets alone at night.
Uh-oh.
Steak.
I mean, I'm tough. I can handle myself.
Tiptoe through the streets.
We're basically gods.
Oh,
Yeah, we're minor
God.
celebrities. Who's gonna do anything to us?
And as you are walking, this sort of moment happens. You step down on the ground, but then you feel as though you are falling. And falling. And falling. And the next thing you know, you land face first on asphalt.
Oof.
And you are in the streets of a massive city. One that you're very familiar with. One that you've seen the skyline of many times in your visions in the past, but now you seem to be in the city proper. You see people running around, people running trying to get into buildings and like safe havens. You see above you several glyphs magnifying light and beginning to form around the city. What do you do?
In just a panic, I try to fly up and cast Nullify on, like, any of these glyphs.
Yeah, you fly up there, you cast Nullify on one of the glyphs, and it breaks.
Sweet, I'm pretty sure I can only do that one more time.
And another glyph replaces it immediately after.
Oh,
Oh.
Damn it. I'm guessing there is probably a ship floating up somewhere.
There is, actually, like, just a little bit up there. You can, in the distance, see it. You can actually make out a figure sitting like on a lower balcony, one that you recognize as yourself.
Ooh, I'm going to fly up as fast as I can.
As you're flying up towards them, the light beam happens, it flashes, and this blinding light just starts catching up to you ever so closely, ever so closely. You make it right up to the railing of it. You put your hands on it, trying to pull yourself into that ship as the light overtakes you. And then you're just in the middle of the street with a blinking street light above you.
Immediately message Nim, say, I had an episode.
Of what?
Back in timeness.
Oh shit.
Back in time.
Nimbus kind of sighs and turns to Gwendolyn and Alessandra and says,
We'll get dinner started.
Cassandra had an episode. I desperately want to eat with you.
We'll wait. It's fine.
Don't wait too long. I don't want you to starve.
Well, we're not going to wait a ridiculous amount of time, but we'll wait.
Okay, please eat if it's taking too long.
They just kind of both go.
I'll start drawing the glyphs in a notebook, the
One
ones
on-
that I can remember.
One on each cheek.
I kiss them both. And then I, turn on my heel and click down the cobblestone back to Cassandra.
Nice. Oh yeah, you find Cassandra writing madly on the ground in the street.
Cassandra, dear. Chalk?
These were the glyphs in the sky before the light.
When?
Before the nuke. Before I went
Oh,
and the
that
light and
Okay. That's good information to know, to have. Although, respectfully, Cassandra, I don't think they're planning on doing it the same way. Right?
maybe it has something to do with what gave him his power. Since it seems to be the catalyst of why I came back and why when he became deific, or it's got to mean something. I keep seeing it. It's got to mean something.
Cassandra, I just had a rather horrible thought. If he is the source of your magical abilities and the reason you were allowed to come back, and we are actively trying to destroy him, what will become of you should we succeed?
If I am to become mundane, I can live with that. And if I am meant to not be here, then, well, I would say I can live with that, but it'll help more people than it hurts.
Well, I will be the last person to argue with that logic, but, hopefully we can find a way around it.
I have done a lot of not so great things in my lifetimes, and if that is what is required to repent for all that, then so be it.
Cassandra, I understand that. I mean, I can only imagine that you may feel a great deal of guilt surrounding the actions of your past, but I have long been of the opinion that the mettle of an individual is not based on whether or not they have ever made a mistake in their life, but rather on how they have fixed those mistakes and whether or not they have truly made an effort to be repentant and to make the world a better place. I think everyone makes mistakes and everyone makes bad choices sometimes. I think it's unreasonable to expect that one would never do such a thing, but I think you have more than accounted for your past misdeeds, and I don't want you to stop trying. Okay?
I could never stop trying.
Okay. Go catch up with Garl.
I still need to pick up Abigail.
Oh, yes. Well, maybe catch up with Garl and then pick up Abigail. That house will be there for another, probably 12 hours at least. So you've got time.
Maybe.
Have dinner with the
Coin.
Corvids.
So, Garl, you...
All right, I'll go catch up with Garl first.
All right.
That was like an ice cream monster, right?
Sorry, what?
That was an ice cream monster, right? Like, that was the thing.
Abigail?
That was a monster made of ice cream. Well, I figured...
How
okay,
do you know about that?
You're literally holding me in your arm right now. How do you think I know about that?
What happened to your babysitter?
They were invisible constructs that Nim made. I literally walked out
They
of the
were
mansion.
not.
Yeah, sorry,
Well,
not
did you ever
invisible.
think?
They were literally constructs that Nim made. I literally walked out of the mansion.
Now, how do you think that made them feel? They
They're
can't exist beyond those doors. You left them behind.
to continue existing.
Yes, but without their purpose, they were supposed to look after you. I think you should go apologize to them before they disappear from existence.
There's just like a moment of... If they're magical beings that were given life for the purpose of doing a thing, do they have that level of self-awareness? Like, you see this, her visibly, like, processing that in her face. Like,
That's what I like to call too much thinking. That's what we have Mom for, or in my case, Sweetie.
yes, did we ever figure out what we were going to do about the hole that was in my room?
I mean,
It's still
not
there.
yet, but we will.
I went and checked. It was still there.
Is it any bigger?
No, it's about the same size.
Okay,
It's enough
that's
for, like,
good.
a person to, like, pull themselves through.
Well, I have one idea, so we're gonna go chuck wood at it, and then if that doesn't work, I will have no ideas, and then we'll wait for Mom/Sweetie to come home.
Cassandra, when you get home, you just see Garl throwing pieces of wood into this, like, 2D, 3D hole in space, just like, and then them just getting eaten, like them just disappearing into it.
Garl turns to Abigail. So was that like a 7-pointer, you think?
Yeah, I would say so. That was pretty good. You had a good distance there.
What if I tried with doing it with my back to the magic hole?
Oh, go for it.
Okay. Just like chucking a log.
Yeah. Nice. And Abigail's just like clapping for you, Garl.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
sweetie.
you picked up Abigail.
Yes.
Yes.
That timing could not have been better. Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
immediately suspicious.
So there's a hole. Can you do something about it? Because we're out of ideas.
You know what? Let's see if I can.
I mean, do you want to try tossing some wood into it? It might work if you do it.
Let's see. I'll toss a piece of wood in.
How much wood would Cassandra chuck if Cassandra could chuck wood?
But she can chuck wood. She's level 20.
Yeah, you throw a piece of wood in there, it just gets eaten.
Never gets old.
Yeah, and Abigail like goes and like she like finds like a rock, like a big rock, and she just throws the big rock into the hole. But she misses the hole, and like she's not as athletic as Garl or Cassandra, and it just goes and breaks the one window that was behind the hole, and the glass gets sucked in.
I
At
mean,
least we don't have to sweep up.
it's self-cleaning at least.
Question. Did the spells I cast in my flashback, did I actually cast them?
No.
Alright, it's worth a shot. I'll try nullify on this black hole.
Ooh.
Pinprick.
It works!
However, you lose 1d8 hit points per level of the triggering spell.
Worth it.
So, /R.
I can catch you. I got my big arms.
This is a technically 10th level thing. So 55 damage.
Ouch. But I'm alright.
As it's like, you just feel the life almost getting sapped from you from the counteract.
That stung quite a bit, but it worked.
Abby's just looking at Cassandra's hand with horror. Garl, Cassandra's hand is like all skeleton-y for a second, and then it just goes back to normal.
I take her hand in mine and just feel to make sure it's not like an illusion of a hand.
You're good.
All right, I'll give it a little kiss.
I'm all right. It'll be fine.
Should we?
Well, I have to start some rebuilding, so if you'll excuse me.
Should we just stay in Nim's mansion for the night?
I mean, I was gonna work for a while, but you guys certainly can.
It's
Are you sure you don't want to come?
Well, I would like if we're gonna stay in the proper house. No offense to him. Tomorrow, I need to get it worked out right. I somehow feel that.
We can maybe call in a favor from Nim. She built her house really, really fast.
Yeah, but I like to be able to walk around the room and say, "Oh, I remember when I put this log in the wall." Sense of satisfaction, and it's something that that'll be there later.
All right.
That I did.
Well, that wasn't ominous at all. And Abigail starts walking back towards Nimbus's house.
Have we told Abigail about
I mean, I feel like we haven't had a whole lot of time to tell Abigail almost anything.
Very true. We will eventually.
We haven't even told her not to go into the liquor cabinet yet.
So, Cassandra,
Or did that get sucked up?
I have some questions for you. Because I remember from when I saw you working down in Kalmia that you had this one spell that shot a ray of fire out from your hands. About what percentage do you usually hit with it?
Depends on the monster.
God.
It's-
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you ask?
I was just curious. I just a thought that came through my head. A passing thought.
Just curious, or
Yeah, just curious.
you felt like the thought just kind of appeared in your head?
Yeah,
Is someone
just-
in your head right now, Abigail? Abigail, are you all right?
No, it's fine. I'm good. Although I'm kind of craving ice cream.
Abigail.
Yeah?
No, you're not.
When did this ice cream craving start?
6 hours ago?
We're gonna make a quick side stop, Abigail. How would you go to see your auntie Nim / I guess cousin Nim? It's complicated. We're going to Nim.
I thought that she was going to go and hang out with Gwendolyn and Alessandra.
Hang out.
Oh, she's gonna hang out.
Oh, they're
but the
Oh,
three of
that
them,
long.
they're roommates. Besties.
And they were roommates.
and they were roommates.
Wow, I can't believe you're raising a homophobe.
Playing on the way. So you see,
Don't look at her, Cassandra.
when
Three
Alessandra,
women love each other very much.
they have what me and Carl
they
have
get a lot
times
of cabs.
3.
Cassandra, make me a perception check.
Ooh. Oh no. I am worried. Please let me perceive some shit tonight.
Oh no.
Abigail is sharing with you information that only someone who was in the room with you when you were in that fight would know.
Oh no.
Abigail.
Yeah?
We're gonna make a quick little side stop on the way to Nim's at the house, and I'm going to ask your little sitters what you guys did today.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll message Nim. I'm like, Nim, can you meet me at the house? I'm so sorry. Use the key.
Nim, who is probably
She's like-
at her own front door.
Hold on. I have an idea for that. Garl is going to run to a doorway in the house that's still there that would have led to the living room, but is now just a freestanding door probably.
Mhm.
Gonna rip that door out and then take it with it close to the magnificent mansion because Nim has been to this door probably.
Yes. But Nim, as you're like going up to your front door, you can see like in the dining room area, Gwen is in an apron.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
Nim just goes, Desna, help me. And uses the key on her own front door to go back to the you said Magnificent Mansion is where you wanted to meet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the door.
Oh god, how many
Nim
times?
steps through your front door, Cassandra, and says, "This had better be really, really important, Cassandra."
I put
Is there
Abigail in front of
something-
her and I say, check her out for possession real fast. I'm going to check something inside. She's craving ice cream.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And was there something you'd rather be doing?
Intimately, yes.
Just not a blink.
how did you know?
Biblically.
Biblically, yes. You know what? I can trigger True Sight and take a look at young Abigail. What am I seeing?
You're seeing a little bit of a celestial buzz on her.
I mean, I would have seen that already.
I'm
That's
asking the crows if she was there all day.
Yeah, they actually take you to Abigail, who is skateboarding.
An illusion.
And then they like
What?
you go to grab the Abigail that's like skateboarding, and your hand just goes through her.
Radical.
Cassandra marches outside.
Young
Yeah.
lady, you are in
Paler
so
than usual.
much trouble.
It's like it's just like you just hear like there's not like much of celestial. It's like sort of like ambient radiation. It's not like possession, but it's just like she was around it. Like you can tell. It's like y'all. It's like you're standing. It's like she's just like,
Power of Desna compels you.
can I help you? Am I doing? What's up?
Abigail, did you happen to follow us to a certain church function?
Looks behind her to make sure Cassandra isn't outside of the house yet. She just nods. It's like, you are very cool, Nim.
Oh,
You are, darling. But I'm a little insulted that you didn't want to play with any of the things that I made for you. I did put quite a bit of thought.
Oh no,
into things
I
that
left
you
I
might
left
enjoy.
myself I left of myself playing in there.
Did you clone yourself, or is it an illusion?
That's like a programmed illusion.
Cassandra comes out and says,
Well-
it was an illusion.
Well, I was kind of hoping, Abigail, that you yourself might make use
There
of
was-
the facilities
There
and
was
enjoy them.
adventure. There was a really cool opportunity for adventure. You guys fought a giant
There was
ice cream
adventure
monster.
in the mansion too.
A giant ice cream
Abigail,
monster. It shot out this like
these things are
huge
very
blast of ice cream at you.
dangerous.
You all dodge it. Cassandra didn't. Sorry.
I know.
Wait, did she
I
just call
know.
her mom?
Yeah.
Nim, like,
Garl takes
Pearl
some sort of
clutches.
psychic damage a little farther away. What am I feeling?
But like, yeah, like all seriousness, like, yeah, she didn't dodge it. You could have done better. I think the cat's out of the bag on this one.
Cassandra will just like kneel down and hug Abigail.
It was a very
She
cool
said-
fight. I learned a lot.
She'll take her face in her hands and be like, okay, first things first. I want you to look at how pale I am. This is because I've died more than once, all right? This is. If you ever do
Yeah.
this to me again, it'll be the third time probably. So next time, please, just ask if you can come first,
I
so we can know you're there.
I did ask if I could come, and Nim and Garl said no. That's why I snuck out.
but you have to listen to people when they say no to you, Abigail. That's very important. I'm
That
sorry,
too.
Cassandra. I don't mean to parent her.
No,
for you.
you're right. But I would rather know you're there so I can protect you better and make sure you don't get radiation from my ex.
Yes, and this specifically, Abigail, if we had known you were there, you would have been counted in the miracle, and we wouldn't have to use, more spell slots, more resources to.
Oh, it's like
Un-
fading naturally. And like you see her, she pulls it whenever she pulls out her scythe, it just all gets sucked into the scythe,
I don't like that.
and then it gets, yeah. It's like it's fine. It's just like power, and then she like swings her scythe and it sends this like radiant bolt out. It's like ooh.
That's not power you want to be wielding, my dear.
That's very fair. It was very bright. Anyway, no, I'm good. It's just, yeah. Teenagers.
You're 12.
Oh, that's close enough.
Cassandra, is my presence still needed here?
No, go home to your girls.
Go home to your girl.
If telepathy is still on,
Probably
she sees
not.
the image that you saw last. She's like, yeah, go home.
Yeah, I will walk through both the mansion front door and my own front door.
Nim, as you walk through your mansion front door, you get a message in your head. Sister, I think I've found
From?
something. Malachor.
Oh? What have you found?
I found a little bit more research on that black box. I found the ship that was within. There were these strange glyphs throughout it. It looked as though they had been burnt on to the metal itself.
Fascinating. Let's discuss this more in the morning.
I don't know if it can wait. There's a bit of a sandstorm coming in. I'm worried it might damage the glyphs.
Okay! Where are you?
I'm just near a planar research lab in the Magisgard Wastes. It's about a 10-minute walk from there. From what I can remember, you've been there before.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about.
So see you in a
Alright.
bit.
Nim just opens the door to where he is and says,
Yes, see you in a bit.
Ah, perfect. And yeah, the two of you go over these like ruins, and they match what Cassandra saw in her vision.
Oh, shit.
And that takes like an hour.
Alright.
And it's like, oh, okay. So you're going to head home? Sorry for keeping you. I know it's like a little bit late, but
Oh no, it is what it is.
You said they were burned into
like
the lab. Are they
metal.
new?
No,
New- freshly?
they're old burns. It looks like they just got like
Old as in a couple of years, or old as in
they appear to be like
from
ancient.
Cassandra's time?
They appear to be from Cassandra's time, but they
Okay.
weren't here last time. You were here.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, more wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey bullshit. So, two things I know to be true. These are
One,
ancient.
Edward was a vampire.
Shut
Two.
up.
I did that just for you, I hope you know.
Abby,
Thank you,
Um,
appreciate it.
I appreciate that too.
I can't
um,
believe you're a real person some days, Abby. I love you so much.
I don't believe it either.
That's dissociation.
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
So, these are ancient. They are hundreds of years old.
I also know objectively to be the truth that they were not here maybe 4 years ago when I was. And it does not seem that those two things can be true at once, but they are.
It's strange. I'll have to take a look at it. I'll do a little bit more research. I just wanted to let you know, Nim, because this was pretty big.
Yeah. I believe these were the glyphs that they used to set off the, the magical explosion that wiped off, the majority of the Magisgard Wastes.
Yes.
That's what these glyphs were used for.
Oh.
And the fact that they are here again now, they do look used.
Yeah.
But that does not necessarily stop them from being dangerous. Please do not allow anyone you do not trust fully with your entire soul
to see these runes.
I'll quarantine the area.
And be very careful. The Lord of Light has people everywhere. There's been a lot of
Yes.
possession going on. You know to look for that
Glowing eyes.
little glint.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you see Malachor just pull out this like pitchfork, this sort of like tuning fork looking dagger. It has this like dark crystal in the middle. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
we've been using these for it.
Those are new to me. What are those?
They're just like a gem, and the ghoul kind of speaks up. They're a gem that I developed that eats away at celestial energy. It was more of originally a protection for myself. There was times when I would masquerade as a human, and people would cast large healing spells with me in the area that would harm me, so I had a sort of dampener made for myself, but it seems that we can apply it to this.
Interesting. That is very clever. Thank you.
No worries.
All right. Well, let me know if you find anything else.
Yes, we'll do.
And I will see you soon.
Malachor just like comes in and he like gives you a little hug.
He gives you a hug. Never gives him a good squeeze, and Merle pops out and gives him like a little.
Merle.
Has anyone ever seen a bird make a little like kissy noise? You know how birds make that like.
My favorite.
It's I had a parrot when I was a kid, and that was its favorite like human sound to make, was little kissy noises, and sometimes Merle will do that. Merle will just like lean in and give a little on the cheek.
That's cute.
And I will be off. And hopefully dinner is not, cold on the table.
Yeah, when you get in there, you like go to walk through the door into your dining room, and then there's just like a sending request.
That's not a thing. I just hear the sending. What's the sending?
The sending is from that detective that you had met with earlier, thanking you for helping out a little bit. It seems like one of the boys has gotten free of whatever was controlling him, and the two of them are now kind of working together behind the scenes to get it out of the rest of the force. But if you'd like
Thank
to meet,
Desna.
if you'd like, we can meet up tonight and discuss our plans going forward.
Tomorrow, please. Thank you. Gwendolyn? Alessandra?
Yes, we're here, Nim, and they just come back downstairs. Gwen is
Have I
still
missed-
in the apron. Alessandra's now in like a navy. It's like, I wasn't going to change until you saw.
It was very cute. I appreciate it. I suppose I missed supper.
It's still warm because, magic exists, so you're good.
You
Yes.
missed supper,
I bet it's
but
warm.
dessert's still on the table.
And on the couch.
And in
in
the bed.
Back in the Chevy.
And in the
maybe under
shower.
The dresser.
Put the Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
This
Not this
swing-
levy.
Oh.
I love Wednesdays.
And as we leave that sapphic trio to their devices,
On Wednesdays we are pink.
we jump forward to the next morning, where everyone has finally gathered at Lynx's place. Your TA Lynx has set up like a large table on one of the floors for everyone, and like there's chairs and like coffee. They went out, grabbed coffee and cakes and like some like pastries and stuff.
King.
Yeah, he's like, well, we're doing like a meeting thing, right? They have like a box of coffee, they have like a box of tea. So I figured I would just, get like a conference set up.
Yeah.
And I still have Chip's cards, so like I'm good. Like we're good for gold.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Chip. At every chance and possibility, he just.
Yeah, Gallant.
Bill
gave
it to the
me.
academy.
Gallant gave it to me and said, "Hey, use it first thing," so it works.
All right, that's it. That's it. I've had enough. Ghost bullets for days. Time for you to go meet your old friend, my maker. I'm sure you'll have lots to talk about.
Oh.
It's time for you to meet my maker.
Pick a maker and pray.
Jesus.
But you do all get set up around this table. And Gwen just kind of like perks up. It's like, so we're killing the god. How do we do that? And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
There are many gods in this world. I'm sure one of them will pick you up.
Thank you everyone for coming to tonight's episode of the League of Amazing Adventurers here on twitch.tv/tabletop Join us next week when our party finally decides how they're going to go forward with dealing with the Lord of Light. Will it be through wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff? Will it be through research? Will it be through another means? Who knows? You'll have to join us next week to find out. Thank you all, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye!
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.